What's going on, everybody? F4LESS Roller here. So I'm testing out the sky a little bit here, and throwing up the first kit, guys. Woo! Throwing up the first kit. I wasn't gonna do it yet, but I'm kind of outside with my little one, Zora. Hey, and stop it! Don't go up there. You're gonna fall, baby girl. And she is naughty. But I'm throwing up the kit. A few outbirds. Of course, after lockdown, you're gonna get some that's gonna be out. But it's okay. No punishment yet. So I'm gonna go through this kit and I'm gonna break this kit up. Just because, I'm gonna need extra birds in my kit as I train for the World Cup. So this kit's gonna be broken up. But man, flying good height. Birds are still kind of active, but they'll get it together, So I'm not too worried. But the World Cup is coming, guys. The World Cup is coming. And, I'm going to go through this kit. I'm going to try to see what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. And it's elimination time soon here. Oh, I don't know if I caught that. I'm just kind of pointing upwards. Oh, my little naughty girl. But, the main team isn't going to go up yet. So mainly right now, these are just kit birds that eventually will go into my main team. So they're hitting the sky first. So I can kind of fill them out to see who's who and who's doing what. And then the main kit's gonna go up in like 2 weeks here. So they're not going up yet. But in the next 2 weeks here, they'll start going up. Sorry, I'm kind of following my little daughter. She's climbing up the stairs. Look at this. This is what I have to deal with. This little naughty 1-year-old exploring the whole world, which is totally fine. But yeah, it's kind of one of them deals where I will have to go through, see what each bird is showing me. I will have to go through this kit and separate the hens and the cocks. They were laying eggs. So yes, they were laying eggs. But, being that it's going to be World Cup here soon, I am going to be cutting them out so that they're not breeding and focusing on chasing tails. I need them to focus on flying. But yeah, I'll go through this kit and I'll break them up. The ones that are not kidding, like this red one right here, he's been a little troublesome. He doesn't always do this, but he does do this. And because of that, one thing that Mark mentioned to me when I was flying competition, he was saying, hey, when in doubt, take it out, right? And I know it's not his quote, but something he quoted to me, and I still remember it. That bird is going to be a doubt bird. So if he's going to be a doubt bird, he's going to be an out bird, okay? And that's going to be a problem bird. So even if he gets it right, he's not going to be in my main team. He will be in there for the hell of it, because if the Hawks decide to chase him, I'm hoping that, the Hawks will chase that one first. But yeah, it's kind of one of them deals. You have to go through your birds, guys. You have to go through your birds. And, sorry, my little daughter is so naughty right now. She is touching everything wet. Girl, you're getting everything wet. So, the way I look at it is, I'm not going to remove them out the kit as long as they're not ruining the kit. Look, the kit's still together. I need a distraction bird. Kind of builds the chemistry within the team. they kind of learned, hey, ignore that bird. So I'm hoping that will push them, to continue to kit without, even when there's an outbird, But yeah, I am putting him out, and like I said, that bird's gonna be out. He's a doubt bird. Those two that's on the roof are outbirds. They too will be like that ash right there, the ash red right there. He is a doubt bird. Yeah, one coon right there on the red. That is a doubt bird. So that one's gonna be out. But like I said, I'm not gonna move anything just yet. The whole point is to fly them and see what they show me. The main thing I'm looking for right now is those that can focus on the roll. Right now, look at that. See, they're chasing tails. That's what I'm talking about. So they will be separated, hens and cocks. And I will be moving to move these guys to a different location here pretty soon. Today's their first day, so we'll let it go. But basically, you don't want them eggy. You don't want them hens to be eggy when you fly them in competition. So these guys here will be moving pretty soon here. We have a little bit over a month left before the fly date, so it kind of gives me some time to work and go through the birds. And any problem birds you have in here is gonna be taken out without a doubt. But I'm also gonna mark it down. So for example, if I do start getting hit with the hawks, those doubt birds are gonna go into that lime kit right there, and they will be flown first. And if I don't get hit, then the main kit will come out. So gotta fly smart, guys. You got to fly smart. You cannot put your best birds up in the air and risk losing them, because if you have call birds, this is the perfect time to use those call birds that are flying. Use it. These are the times where those call birds come into play. And this is where I don't call a lot of my birds, is because I need the hawks to, if the hawk is gonna come through, I need him to take one of them call birds first. So the call kit is birds that are gonna fly. They probably won't kit as tight, but if I lose one from there, I'm just kind of like, whatever, But stop it, do not go downstairs. So you guys got to go through them, put the birds through boot camp. They're gonna be going through boot camp. Birds are fat, so they're kind of like showing off. But eventually, here I will be adjusting all these birds. So what we see flying here today, next week is going to be a different set, because they're going to be separated out. And it's just how it is. And if they go up and there's no hawk, then the main teams are going to start hitting the sky. But yeah, man, it's crunch time, yo. The pressure is here. I mean, you want to say you don't want to stay pressured, but the pressure is really here, because you want to put up your 20 best birds. And these are 2023 birds, and I'm gonna have to go through them. The thing that kind of sucks is last year I bred very, very late in the season. I think it was in August when I started pairing birds. Late August. So these birds are still very, very young. They're just now coming into sexually mature. And they didn't really get that much airtime like they should. And that's the thing that hurts me at this point. But you know what? I'm still going to put them up. No excuses. If I get 20 birds, I'll fly 20 birds. So if it's a DQ, it's a DQ. If it's a 0, it's a 0. No shame. Put them up, guys. Just put them up. That's the best you can do. But yeah, we will be going through, and the cockbirds that are doing the right from here is going to go into the main kit, and then from there, the main kit will be flying, and hopefully any birds that show me any trouble is going to be removed and moved into these kits, and these kids will fly first, like I said. Because they're going to be the first line of defense. If no hawk comes through, then you know, the main kid will hit the sky. So yeah, man, training is different. You know, that's why I said to a lot of guys, you know, just because somebody does good in competition does not mean they have better birds. You know, location, factors come into play. And, you know, like I said, if you're not losing as much birds before competition is here, great. You have a lot of good birds to select through. But if you're expecting to lose like 20, 30, even 40, 60 birds before you have those 20 birds, that's a lot of good birds you're going to lose getting ready. And then, of course, sometimes you're left with the leftovers. So, you know, this is why I say competition bird does not say you have better birds. But you know what? It does push you to push your birds up. Okay, so I'm not going to say competition not going to have good birds. Competition do have good birds. But at the same time, it does continue to give you that mindset to keep pushing through. Because, you know, if I was a backyard flyer, I'll admit, if I got hit, I'll probably lock down for a few days. Whereas, you know, competition like this, you cannot. Because, you know, you want to make sure people who come visit you are going to enjoy your birds. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to put up a show for the people who are coming to support you. And so you want to do your best in making that, you know, some people travel 2, 3, 4 hours to come visit you. You know, you want to make sure that they come and they got a good show, you know. So that's why I like competition, you know, and it builds character and it builds, you know, confidence in the flyer as well. So as you can see, you know, as much as people don't like competition and they say, oh man, you know, I'm more happier as a backyard flyer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know, the bird's supposed to bring you peace. If it don't bring you peace, you shouldn't be in this hobby. I'm be honest. If it don't bring you peace, you should not be in this hobby. But, you know, if it does bring you peace, you know, when you do competition, you know what? Even if the judge is biased, because you hear that all the time. Oh, the judge is biased, you know, because I'm flying this family or that family. You know what? All that aside, if I was to visit somebody's loft and they put up a kit that was great in my eyes, and that kit did not win, in my opinion, I would still want to visit that one individual again. I would like to see his birds again. And that builds friendship. That builds, you know, interest, you know, because you could be like, yo, anytime this guy put up birds, it's good, you know. But it's just he just can't score in the World Cup, or he just can't score according to certain judges. But at the end of the day, you really like what he's throwing up. And honestly, you know, like if you're always in your backyard only and focusing on just your own birds, and you are the only judge in your own yard all the time, you get sidetracked. You get sidetracked, and you don't get to be motivated to keep pushing your birds up. You know, but that's just me. Again, you know, I've been a backyard flyer. I consider myself a backyard flyer for a long time because I couldn't do competition. As soon as I start flying my birds, I was losing them. But you know, competition brings. Sorry guys, I'm up on the deck because my daughter's up here, but you know, I'm just doing another video. Man, I'm telling you guys, I'll take you through my steps of doing things. Feed is starting to change. You know, I'm testing out what I've been feeding them, and what I've been feeding them is 50-50 right now. So 50, actually with a little bit of barley. So I've learned to use barley into my program. It kind of slows the birds down on speed. It kind of shuts them down on the roll. And as you can tell today, they weren't as active. So it has worked. And I like a little bit of barley. So I have been doing like maybe like 25% barley and, you know, like 50-50 wheat and Milo, you know, on top of that. You know, with 20 birds, I try to go about 2 cups. and I still do 2 cups even if they stay out like this. I haven't really set up the trap door for them, but if they do stay out and they don't really trap right away, it's totally fine, because here we still got snow, guys. We still got snow. Look at that. Snow. So nighttime is still cold. My waters are still freezing overnight. So that tells you that it's getting cold at night still, and it's still not okay to cut back on the feed. So, you know, different areas you will have to learn how to fly your birds, how to manage your birds. And, you know, that's the fun part of it. You know, you get to challenge yourself. And if competition wasn't around, honestly, I wouldn't be trying all these different things either. I probably just do what works. You know, sometimes you don't have time for what works. You just want to throw birds up. So that's what you end up doing, just throwing birds up. So, you know, guys, I want to motivate you guys. If you got birds and you want to compete, you know, don't wait for a perfect team. I don't have a perfect team. I don't think I got my dream team together yet. I don't consider this my dream team yet. But I think next year I'll be a lot closer to my dream team. But we will see, you know. We still got the 23s over here to work with and see what they can show us. But man, I'm excited, yo. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. And like I said, I'll try to take you on the journey of what I'm doing. It might work for you guys, it might not work for you guys. Again, this is just my family, and I like to try a lot of different new things and new theories. I believe feed does play a role into it. How you apply it will work. Like I said before in my videos, you know, it doesn't really matter what you feed them. What matters is when do you feed them. Okay? And I kind of have a theory on this, guys. I kind of have a theory. Hey, Zora, stop. I kind of have a theory on this, guys, and see if I got this right or wrong, okay? But wheat is a harder grain to digest. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to feed wheat in the evening time. And then early morning, before the sunrise, I'll go in there and throw in a little bit of Milo. Because Milo is easy digestion, and it gives the birds enough energy to go. So I'm splitting it up the meal in half. So they're not getting a full portion of the day, but they will get the full portion together, the morning and night. Does that make, hopefully that makes sense. Stop it. And so, you know, it's just a theory I have, just to see how the birds will react, and I'll give that a shot for maybe like a week or two here. But the idea of that is basically saying that, you know, I'm trying to control the birds just enough where I don't have to cut them back on feed. They're still getting their crops full. I'm just separating that crop into 2 sessions. Will it work? I don't know, guys. We'll find out. You know, but it is a theory of mine that, you know, I want to try out. And if you have tried this, comment. Let us know if you tried it, see how it works for you. But I kind of have a feeling that splitting up that meal instead of just feeding them when they come in like this, all they can eat, I'm going to split it up. Okay? Will it work? I have no idea. Maybe it's a secret somebody found and never really told anybody. Who knows? Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm not.